project, please dig deep into your pockets and donate generously, inshallah. May Allah reward you all, accept all of your donations. We have an announcement. Said Abdul Qadir Sahib is going for heart surgery and he's requested for du'as. We make dua that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grants him shifa and grants him health, inshallah. Also our founding trustee member, Naseeha Sahib, is not well. Request for your du'as for his shifa. And also our elder, who usually you see him doing the collection, Raja Shamshed Sahib, he's also unwell. We make dua that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grants them shifa. The Qur'an, inshallah, today we will be going through the 22nd Juz of the Qur'an, which will cover parts of Surah Al-Ahzab, all of Surah Saba, and the beginning of Surah Fatir, inshallah. And the theme in this Juz is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells you about the importance of respect towards Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and also to teach Allah's revelations to the masses. And stories of the past nations have been mentioned, namely Prophet Dawood alayhi salam and Prophet Sulaiman alayhi salam. We know that Sulaiman alayhi salam was granted the kingdom of the entire earth, and there was an incident which I'd like to relate to all of you today. If I have the chance to complete it, there was other things I need to mention as well, but this is very, very important. Once Sulaiman alayhi salam was sitting with his followers, and within his gathering there was one person who began to freak out. He got scared. He was really, really, suffocating in the gathering. And he went up to Prophet Sulaiman alayhi salam and he said, "This person in your gathering, the way he's looking at me is giving me the shivers. I'm freaking out. I can't stand the way he's looking at me. So do me a favor." So this person says to Prophet Sulaiman alayhi salam, because he had the kingdom over even the wind, he said, "Do me a favor, command the wind to go and throw me on the other side of the planet. I want to be as far away from this person as possible. Throw me on the other side of the planet." So Sulaiman alayhi salam saw this guy he's about to, he's freaking out. Look at him, look at the state of him. He said, "Okay, no problem." He commanded the wind, go and throw him on the other side of the planet. What happens? Sulaiman alayhi salam goes up to this person in his majlis and he says to him, "Why were you looking at him like that? Why were you looking at that person like that?" He got freaked out. He's asked me, the guy was about to die. What's the reason? Why? He replied, he said, "The reason why I was looking at him like that is because on my list, it's written, his name's written there, that I got to remove his soul in the other side of the planet." And I was thinking to myself, what is he doing here? How is he going to get there? Basically, this person looking at him was Malakul Maut, the angel of death. He was looking at him and he said, "I was confused. How is he going to get at the other side of the planet?" And whilst I was watching him, he came up to you and he begged you to command the wind to take him on the other side of the planet. And then I went there and I take his soul. So he begged to go to the place and time of his own death. So this is, we learn, death will come anytime, anywhere. We will walk to our own death as well. So the messages from the Quran that we learn, Allah keeps on reminding us about the accountability, about the day of judgment. When we are so heedless, when we stand before Allah, we will have to give account for all of our actions. And finally, many of us, we don't realize that this can be our last Ramadan in our life. We may have spent 50, 60, 80 years in complete disobedience of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, full of sin, full of violations of the laws of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, full of causing the anger of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And we're thinking, how can we flip this slate? How can we change things around? And the perfect opportunity we have is the month of Ramadan. We think, how can we rectify all these years of sin, all these years of disobedience to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, all these years of neglect, all these years of wasting and playful in our life. How can we change it around? Ramadan gives you the perfect opportunity. Here, now we are about to enter into the last ashra of Ramadan. We are about to enter the last 10 nights of Ramadan. And in this last 10 nights, we have one night which is better than 1,000 months. Khayrun min alfi shahr. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Qur'an, this night is better than 1,000 months. Not equivalent to, not the same as, but better than 1,000 months. You catch this one night is better than 83 years of your life. So this Ramadan, we have the opportunity to flip our lives around, to catch this night. And what did Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam say? The one who sets Ihtikaf, he is very likely, or he is guaranteed to catch the night of Qadr. So tomorrow is our deadline for registration for Ihtikaf. If you, in the back, those of you who pray 8 Tarawih and go out, I'm sure there should be forms. If they're not, if somebody from the management is there, have the forms ready for those who are leaving after 8 Tarawih. They can fill in the forms. If not, tomorrow when you come, the forms will be there. You can register by tomorrow, and Monday before Iftar you need to be here, or preferably by 4:30 Asr time, inshallah. And I will be giving a do's and don'ts list for those who are sitting in the car, what will break your Ihtikaf, what you're allowed to do and what you're not allowed to do. So make this niyyah now. Allah, if it's good for me in this life and the hereafter, give me the oomph to come and sit in the car and gain the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.